everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my October book haul video. This month I thought, oh, I don't think I have that many books. Turns out I was wrong. I had a few very successful trips at my library sale or used bookstore, so let me share the books that I picked up during those little trips. Quite a few of these are actually mystery thrillers, which is probably because October I am in the mood. I might not be reading a lot of them, but I want to, so hence those picks. So, first off, Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. She is a very well-known author for any thriller mystery. I did read one book by her, which I cannot remember which one for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure I've read something by her. Probably borrowed it from my library. When I saw that one, I was like, haha, I might as well pick that one up because I'm very, very late. I do feel like the reviews on this one were a little bit all over the place, and I do prefer going into my books pretty blind, which I am such a doo-doo head. Obviously, she's the author of The Girl on the Train. It could not say so any bigger either. Yeah, clearly it's been a long day. I'm filming this at night. I'm hoping, by the way, the lighting is okay because there's like literally no natural lighting anymore. It's gonna become harder and harder to film because of that. But yes, I picked up that book by her, which I might or might not have time to read this year, but it will happen one day. That's how it is, right? I also picked up some Tana French because I cannot be stopped and I don't learn my lesson. I have the first book of this series in on my phone, on my Kindle app, and I feel like because of that, because I don't have the first book physically, I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be reading this. I have book 2 on my shelf, and I believe this is book 3, and I don't even know what number this is. This is what happens when you go to a library sale and the books are like $1 or less. You just tend to be like, yeah, of course I'm gonna hoard all 7 books in a series and just eventually read them all. So that's kind of what happened. I know it is about a detective. Detective stories are just always big, but I haven't read any in so long. I used to read Mary Again Clark's because my parents had a bunch at home. So I feel like I've read a bunch of those back in the day. But I have yet to read some like lately, so maybe I will pick these up. Are they good? Because if are you judging me, Ham? I mean, obviously they are rumored to be good. The ratings are really good, so that's why I'm interested. But like, did you enjoy them? We're gonna blame it on the time. It is very late. Another one is actually a YA one. It is With Malice by Aileen Cook. I've seen that one going around a lot on BookTube, but again, I have yet to read it. It is a mystery thriller, which means that I don't really want to know much about it. This one seems to have the classic trope of a teenager that wakes up from like a coma, not remembering what happened. So this should be an easy read, really. It's a fairly short book too. It's just over 300 pages, and let's be real, it's written big with a lot of space, so it should be easy to go through if I can just pick it up. But to be honest, the cover is really appealing. This is basically what convinced me to grab it. Speaking of which, I bought this one without knowing anything about it. It was like last second. There was no Wi-Fi. I couldn't check on Goodreads the review, and I solely, and I mean solely, bought it because of the spine. I just wanted to be completely honest here. This is gonna look gorgeous on my rainbow shelf, which, yeah, feel free to absolutely judge me, but you know, it rarely happens to me. That's gonna be my defense. This is The Strange Death of Fiona Griffins by Harry Bingham. And like I said, I know absolutely nothing, but apparently it's a psychological thriller mystery, so eventually I shall pick it up. Probably whenever there's like a readathon that says choose a book with a nice spine. See, I got it for future readathon. You can still judge me. These books, I was super excited when I found these. I love whenever I'm able to find at a library sale or, you know, a used bookstore, books from a series that I'm interested in reading, especially if I might have the first book on my shelf and I just want to have all of them before I binge read them. And this is what happened to me. I have book 2 and 3 of the Deeppowder Mage trilogy, which I have the first one on my shelf. I've been hoping to read it for the longest time, but it is an adult fantasy series that has amazing reviews. A lot of people have been telling me that I should pick it up and I would enjoy it. It's on a bunch of lists of, you know, best fantasy book to read type of thing. So I have book 2, which is The Crimson Campaign, and then I have The Autumn Republic. I will read these soon. I need to. I feel I get to a point where I pick up a bunch of books because, you know, there might be new or anything, and I feel like I've become slumpy-ish because I don't read the ones I'm supposed / really want to read. Like, I get sidetracked very easily, and I forget about the ones that I've been really dying to read. So we're gonna fix that in 2020. It's one of my goals. I'm like so over 2019. I'm already planning 2020. But yes, if you have read this series, please feel free to pressure me in the comment section and let me know that I need to pick it up very, very soon. I'm pretty sure there's magic in here, which how tired are you? You judging me, Em? Powder Mage trilogy. I think there's magic in it. Duh. Let's pretend that never happened. Speaking of series, I found a bunch. Seriously, that's what happened this month. I found book 4 of the what's the series? The Expence series. I found book 4 of the Expence series, which is a sci-fi series that has been very, very popular. There is a TV show that I've yet to watch because I want to read the series first. I couldn't remember if I had book 3 on my shelves or not, so I did a stupid thing and I got just book 4. I don't have book 3, so I'm gonna have to find book 3, but I have book 4, so I have 1, 2, and 4. But yeah, this is the series that I've been dying to read for the longest time. Holy schmoly, I really need to make that a huge goal next year. But yes, very popular hard sci-fi series. I've been really wanting to read it, which is why I got book 4, because it was super affordable. I also found book 2 and 3 in a trilogy that I've been meaning to read for the longest time, and I even started the first book during a book tag, and I have yet to finish it because shame on me. Book 2 and 3, what's the series called? The first book is the Threebody Problem, and it is a hard sci-fi about first contact with aliens, which means I should be dying to read this, and I am, but I still haven't because... So I believe this is book 2, right? The Dark Forest, and then I have Death's End. And again, I think I need to make this a priority for 2020. Can we just acknowledge though that I found some really great book in this month, because so many that I've been really dying to pick up. I've become a little bit more difficult in the books that I pick up, at least this month. So I feel like, again, gorgeous finds, but book series that I really want and need to finish as soon as I can. Last but not least, I have a book that was given to me from my Amazon wishlist. Thank you so much. This is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I have never read this. I believe this is a middle grade book. A lot of people really enjoy this. It has super high rating on Goodreads, and I want to read this for a challenge that's coming up. So thank you so much to... I think you wrote Zsofi in your note, and I don't know if you did that because you knew I was going to butcher your name, which you would be right. So thank you so much. Like, seriously, thank you so much. I can't wait to read it, and I really hope I'm going to enjoy it as much as everyone else seems to. I feel like so many people put this in like must read for children, which I might not be a child, but deep inside. This bottom. Have you read any of these books? Anything that is appealing to you? Anything you would recommend me to put higher on my TBR? I feel like every single one of them I really want to put higher in my TBR, especially the sci-fi and thrillers. The sci-fi and fantasy ones. Did you notice how much I am like so over 2019? I feel like I've realized that I'm not going to be able to achieve most of the goals that I had given myself this year, and it's been like, I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself, and you're going to see more very soon. I have a Q&A/life update coming up, which is going to explain a lot more. I think I'm officially giving up hitting at least the final goal for the big book challenge. I'm still going to try and finish some of the ones that I had on my list, and eventually I do want to still read those books, but I think I'm just really overwhelmed with everything. I need to at least try and finish the books that are in my Goodreads challenge, because that one I really want to do the award show, and then after that December is approaching so quickly, and I need to do all the videos for the end of the year, which I'm super excited for, and I know you are too. So yeah, I think I'm just like abandoning a lot of the stress to try and just focus and make it till the end of the year, and then next year we'll start fresh, and hopefully I will finish a bunch of the series that I really want to read as soon as possible. So that's going to be it for my October book haul. Please feel free to leave in the comment section again if you have read any of these, what you thought about them, spoiler free. Let me know which books you picked up during the month because I always want to know. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe because you definitely don't want to miss any future ones coming up. And I will be putting some on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.